And they are starting to close together, but far enough apart for me not to give a rip. They both have an equal share of misery and positive. And since there's no rules about being too close, they should be fine. It'll take a while for their comm to get across the area anyways. So we've got as orange, we've got GFoyle, and as green, we have Zweistein, I think is how you would say it with an accent. And it looks like GFoyle is going for actually not quite a standard build because he's building an air factory, possibly before a bot factory, which is not something you usually see, but definitely a good way to get scouting quickly. And it looks like Zweistein has opted to build a energy storage way out in a different direction. Not sure if that's actually him doing that or what, because that could be lost time for his comp. Oh, looks like he is actually going to build power generators all the way over there, which is a good thing. Almost worried there for a moment. And it looks like GFoyle has almost finished his first air factory, while Zweistein has already finished his first and gotten out his first engineer, which gives him slightly a lead when it comes down to economy. But it looks like GFoyle has gone ahead and gotten out a Firefly, and that unit is now off scouting. Zweistein working on power and working on expanding his mech's control. He can expand southwards and pretty well to the east and some northwards, while GFoyle can go northwards or westwards and a little bit eastwards. So pretty stable here. The Firefly almost made it over the base, but just missed it by coming around this side. Which so close, but not close enough, especially in the beginning when bases are built very small. It's really hard to scout them unless you get lucky, even when they're extremely close. Right now we can go ahead and take a look, and Zweistein has no idea where GFoyle is, and same for GFoyle. GFoyle working on getting metal with his one fabricator bot. His two air... Oh! Looks like GFoyle has gone ahead and gotten at least the air factory being built, and he will circle his Firefly around, and he has found the base. He now knows exactly where he needs to be and what he needs to be doing. And so he has a bit of an advantage knowing exactly where he needs to be watching for. And if he can, he will be able to go ahead and take out Zweistein quickly. However, Zweistein is expanding much quicker than GFoyle is. GFoyle slowly moving forwards, but he doesn't have a lot of engineers. He's actually stopped building any more engineers, which can be a mistake because you need engineers to just keep on expanding. And it looks like he's opted to go ahead and start building docks instead. So we'll actually have to see whether or not this is a good choice. And it looks like that air factory is still being built here for Zweistein. He is quite behind in the scouting race. Docks already out for GFoyle. He just keeps on sending those scouts around. He should probably just put them on a patrol route and keep them working. And it looks like he might have already done that. Docks is coming forwards and just starting to get a group together. Some docks is coming to protect any expansion. Lots of bot factories being built. First Firefly off, and it is heading right towards GFoyle's base. And yep, it's gone ahead and scouted the base. And so now GFoyle is found out. Zweistein is really going to need all of those bot factories very quickly. And GFoyle already seeing that and getting to work on more bot factories for himself. 4 docks is coming forwards and heading out. Looks like they're going to try to hit this expansion here. 2 more docks is coming along as well. As those docks move in to take out that metal expansion, they'll start shooting at the docks. 1 dock's down for both, getting microed, and all 3 docks are down. GFoyle will win this engagement and be able to take out more of this mech field, but more Doxes are coming forwards to try and destroy him. GFoyle really getting to work on more engineers and Doxes. He's definitely going to need it, getting a radar up just to go ahead and give him an area view. Doxes are coming around the side here. They might be able to actually sneak by and take out these expansions right here. But it looks like the Doxes are moving back, trying to catch up to these. But they might be able to take out both of those metal extractors. But it doesn't look like it as they run through. More Doxes on their heel, starting to take shots, and a Dox down. 2 Doxes down. 3 Doxes are down. Lots and lots of bot factories now being set up by GFoyle. My word, he is really getting on the building. He does need to get more bots on it, however, to go ahead and get the build power up. His commander working on adding more to it. Lots and lots of Doxes coming forwards for both sides. It's going to be a very big battle, it looks like, if things keep up this way. Doxes coming around, and they will actually be hit by that turret here. Or should be. Looks like they're barely skipping out on range. Doxes fighting each other. Doxes mainly going down for GFoyle, pulling those units back for the moment. And actually at this point he has more build power. If he could only have some fighters up, he'd be in a much better position. Fighter coming up here. And lots of Doxes coming around. GFoyle is really getting on. He may want to reinforce this area, just adding some turrets or something. Go ahead and give him extra protection. More power being set up. He hasn't really set a lot of other builders to build power. And these units are just being left there when they could be expanding to all of this behind his base, which is sort of a disappointment to see. Large Dox battle going on here. Trying to stay in the lip there, just out of shot of those Doxes. And it looks like GFoyle is actually making great headway with this, destroying a lot of the Doxes coming out for Zweistein. Zweistein moving his comm slightly forwards. Looks like he's not going to try attack. Dox is coming forwards as well, going on to take out that single turret, and it is going to go down at this rate. Looks like he's actually pulling his units back, and it will not be going down, though he is really pushing his Doxes to get around the side. As Zweistein goes ahead and pulls all of his bots, his Doxes forwards to try to take out the units. Hitting a lot of the turrets here, taking them, and large hits. One turret is down, yet no damage to the power generators. More Doxes coming in though for GFoyle. He is sending definitely a ton of units forwards, and they're making pretty good headway. That turret that was here was finally taken down, and all those Doxes coming in, and they are taking shots at those turrets. And that turret will go down here in a moment. Doxes going on each other, really hitting each other hard. But GFoyle has a much bigger build power going on here. But it looks like Zweistein's going to see about fixing that. Advanced bot factory going up for GFoyle as well. GFoyle is really not going to let this game get away from him that easily. Pulling his units back to go ahead and build them up, though he does have a large advantage in numbers, at least at this time, especially once they group up. Pushing forwards again with his large group of Dox that he has just gotten together. He is going to try break through the lines this time, moving them forwards around, taking out any Doxes he can, just sweeping up all of Zweistein's forces that were outside this area. Moving forwards, and they are going to move to take on that single laser turret, and it is going to go down very quickly with so many Doxes. Doxes moving forwards, and they're coming along the sides, and they're moving forwards again straight towards this power generation line, and they are taking down all of the docks in their path, just decimating the forces, moving in and destroying all the expansions here. More expansions down, hitting the power line, and definitely doing a lot of damage. Advanced bot factory almost 2/3 of the way done as those bots come forwards, and they are ripping apart everything here, hitting these factories, which are definitely an important thing for him to do. Looks like he's still not expanding further, which may be a mistake because eventually he will be outnumbered just because of all of the factories that Zweistein is able to build. However, with this advanced factory, he should be able to give his economy a much needed boost, as well as boosting build power. And it looks like Zweistein's still working on building that advanced bot factory. It's nowhere near completed yet. Large push again by GFoyle. Just pushing, trying to take out these doxes. And they are going to start hitting each other. Doxes taking hits. And it looks like they're opting to not fight it out, pulling their units different directions at this time. Not much going on around the rest of the world. Mainly the battles happening right here. Looks like GFoyle will try to go ahead and move around the side, which is a great move by him, especially since he's sending out forces around this side as well. He's going to try flanking Zweistein's troops. And if he can manage it, he should be able to actually get pretty far in here if he can just push his units in. But it looks... actually not sure what he's doing. He's coming around the power here. And his units are coming in, doing a little bit of damage, moving forwards, but they're getting ripped to shreds by all of those turrets. My word. Taking out 2 power generators. Almost 3 power generators. It looks like he should be able to get 3 here. Pulling his troops back together to fight off this large group of doxes coming in by Zweistein. Getting hit from all directions. He really needs to get troops out defending. Starting to get sniper bots coming out here as well. Zweistein pushing into the base. More bot factories, however, have been built in the back here, and hopefully GFoyle will be able to take out these doxes as they come forwards as well. More doxes streaming in by Zweistein, definitely turning this around where GFoyle had been winning, but being able to push into the base has given him the advantage and allowing him to push forwards here. And really what GFoyle needs to do is go ahead and pull his units back. Sniper bots coming forwards. A really big asset when it comes down to taking stronger units out. But he's going to have to destroy all of these. He definitely needs more advanced more factories going up. Because he's already lost 1 dox factory. Sniper bot taking shots now. But it looks like it was destroyed. Another one coming in. Fighters coming in for GFoyle as well, and GFoyle is starting to push forward with a lot of sniper bots. Those sniper bots are really handy as long as you can keep them within range and within sight. They can do a lot of damage. And 1 slammer coming forwards now, pushing in. It can take a lot of hits from the doxes and do quite a bit of damage as well. Advanced power generator almost up here for him. And he's going to really want to get on advanced metal extractors as well. Still working on power, and those sniper bots moving around the side, taking some shots at the doxes. Sadly, they tend to aim over the tops, but they are doing damage to all of the troops coming in. Another slammer coming in and ripping to shreds what units are there. Advanced factory finally finished for Zweistein. And getting sniper bots out. Looks like he already has 1. And 1 dox shooting. Almost killed another bot factory. Com is coming forwards. Not sure why, however. But we will see. He'll probably see about building some defenses. Sniper bots pulling back at this time. Vehicle factory starting to go up. And it looks like both teams are pulling back their units and going to go ahead and start. Actually, it looks like they're pushing back in. Docks on docks battle going on here. Sniper bots taking shots at the incoming docks. Commander coming forwards. This may be a big gamble for GFoyle. Commander definitely taking quite a few hits. But those sniper bots are helping take some of the brunt off, killing the other units. And those doxes are taking quite a few hits. Some pounders starting to come out as well for GFoyle. And those may be enough to help him out. But he definitely needs to get working on more and more factories, however. He's got quite a bit building, but he needs those factories. Sniper bots taking out quite a few doxes. One down, however. Still, they're able to do a lot of damage. What would be best is if he built some turrets right here to go ahead and establish a line defense. Keep these units from pushing too far and allow him to begin pushing forwards. And it looks like he's gone ahead and taken my advice, building some single laser towers to go ahead and hold this position and keep units from coming in too far here. Lots of vehicle factories actually being set up. My word. That's 4, 8, 9 coming up here. And that's a lot coming for GFoyle. This game is actually really evenly matched at this moment. It's only 16 minutes in. Zweistein finally finishes his second advanced factory. Com still building power slowly. And more factories going up as we speak. Sniper bots taking out a lot of those doxes. Doxes just streaming in constantly for him. However, it may not be enough. Finally, those pounders will start getting into the battle here pretty soon, and they will definitely be a large asset. GFoyle consolidating his forces and pushing his doxes forwards in against the other doxes and just sweeping around. If he could go ahead and set up some defenses on this side, he could just keep any units from sweeping around and hitting these. But he is definitely doing better as he begins to get an advanced economy together. And it looks like a pelter is going up here for Zweistein, which could eliminate all of these troops. But pounders finally coming in for GFoyle, which will help him take the edge off. They can take several shots of those doxes, and they should be able to kill them in 2 shots. So they will definitely help. Those double laser towers definitely doing a lot of damage to the units, but he's sweeping around the side here where there's less defenses, which is a great move for him. As he sweeps around the side, he's able to go ahead and take out a lot of different things while avoiding the main brunt of those towers. Units starting to come in, and it looks like they're sweeping around the side, taking shots at those dual laser towers, and it's down finally. Those sniper bots were able to get rid of them, one of them, and lots of pounders being built up here. Still nothing around the backside of the bases. Mainly it's coming just down to this one front. Really wish that they would actually go ahead and start flanking, because it'd give them such a great advantage if just some of these units were redirected around the backside of his base or the same way. There's not really any defenses when it comes down to these areas. Those pounders are just taking on all of those doxes that are coming forwards. Advanced air factory going up. Lots of air factories actually going up here. Looks like Zweistein is going to go ahead and try for air superiority, since land is not faring well for him because of all of those pounders. Those pounders now beginning to move in, taking out everything that's standing against them. And GFoyle will really want to get on more air power here soon, but it looks like he's opting to build more advanced bot factories. Pounders coming in, taking out all of the defenses, really ripping things up here in the base. Lots of damage. Just look at all of this orange coming forward. Zweistein tries to go ahead and stem the tide, but just with so many pounders coming forward, may not be able to. And they're pushing in again. A large group of them just moving forwards with the Doxes in between and some slammers. That comm is, however, pretty well in the open without any good defenses. Bombers finally coming in, and they are going to see about taking out some of those pounders. Sniper bots coming in as well, and they're going to see about taking out those tower defenses. Fighters coming in for GFoyle, and he is not going to let them go ahead and control the skies. At least not at this moment. Zweistein still continues to try to build more and more. Lots of Doxes coming in though. And a Pelter going up as well for GFoyle, which is actually a great advantage for him. If he can get those units hitting it, he'll be doing very well. Tons of Pounders coming out now. And another advanced factory completed as well. Another advanced factory going up, lots of advanced factories going up all over the place, but those Pounders are really ripping things to shreds. Good microing with those sniper bots, trying to keep them out of harm's way, but they're getting pushed to the front, however. The Pelters are taking shots at the enemy units in the area, trying to take things out. Units moving forwards, and they are really beginning to push in here. Large push by the Pounders. And those Pelters are trying to take out the turrets. But they're just not having it. And those Pounders are being pulled back now by him, by GFoyle, as more bombers come in for him. Another fighter comes in as well, just circling around. He'll definitely want to get fighter escorts of some sort for his troops. More and more bombers coming in. Some sort of air defenses. Something. But it looks like he's not yet. Sniper bots coming around the side, just hitting one of the Mel extractors out on the outskirts of Zweistein's base. Zweistein definitely taking most of the world. And GFoyle's units are getting ripped up in the crossfire here. And with those bombers, there's just not too much he can do. He really needs to get more fighters going and getting them watching his units. Even more bombers coming in, and they are just hitting what's left. While the Doxes see about taking out the very last things. If he could just establish some sort of anti-air defense, he could be able to hold off anything, but it looks like a catapult is going up as well, just to give Zweistein an even larger advance. But large death blobs coming together here, Pounder groups moving forwards towards Zweistein's base. Zweistein is going to have to see about taking them out, but with so many Pounders together, it may not be possible. A large group, and they're coming, just trying to broadside all of these Doxes. And a huge push, a huge Dox push, my word, by GFoyle, trying to take out the units here. He definitely needs some sort of air protection against those bombers. Those fighters are doing an okay job. Pounders coming in together, and it looks like with the Doxes all at once, huge push by him, which is actually something really good that he's done. He's had enough units to go ahead and keep Zweistein in sending constant streams of units while being able to build up a huge troop push as well. He is just ripping to shreds this forward defensive line. If he can take out that catapult, he will be golden. Bombers sitting down there, not much they can do against any sort of air defenses. All of those Pounders pushing forwards, doing a good job at damaging this entire frontline area. Now just streaming together, building a larger, better defense. Dox is pretty much dead after trying to take out a few of those. And you should see that there's a catapult being built. Hopefully he'll be able to take it out before anything happens. Dox is coming together, and they're going to try to split GFoyle's units in half, but it looks like instead they're going to go ahead and try to get this pounder group that is coming together. So many units just at once. And some Doxes coming around the backside here, taking some shots, but they're going to get ripped to shreds by those turrets there. More sniper bots coming together as well. But it looks like he's been able to push the line from here to up here now. He continues to push forwards. Sadly, the comm is in the back of the base. If he just had some vehicle factories or something back here, streaming units up this way, he would be able to really do a lot of harm. Flat cannon taking some hits, and it's going to go down as those pounders continue to move forwards. Even more units are coming together for him. All of those pounders are able to take a lot of that Dox fire, so he's able to get together large groups of it. And it looks like Zweistein's economy is really strained at this moment, just trying to get more and more units together. And it looks like he's trying to build up enough units to do a comm snipe. At this point, might be his best choice, unless he can take out all of these units with those bombers. But GFoyle continues to build more fighters, and they're protecting his comm at this time. Sniper bots coming, pulling back, just to allow those pounders in. A huge death blob getting together of Doxes. At least 20 or 25 at this moment, not including the ones up here. More advanced units coming together. Down here, they're coming forwards to go ahead and start pushing in. Pounders pushing in as well, doing a lot to this. If he could take out all of this metal out here on the outline, he could do a ton of damage. Just send 1 or 2 pounders out this way. Just take all of this down and just damage the economy and really slow down the build power. But lots of Doxes coming in, and hopefully they'll circle in and come straight in this way. Large push forwards, it looks like, by GFoyle. And this may be the push that breaks him into the base. Doxes coming together, circling up. Looks like they might not be pushing in yet. Now finally making the push. Really pushing hard. Lots of damage being done. All of the sniper bots moving in as well. Large pounder force. Dox force. Everything moving forwards. Lots and lots of bombers moving in. Going to try to take out the comet, looks like. But the fighters are really ripping to shreds those bombers. But if they're able to take out the comm here. Oh, looks like they have not been able to. GFoyle really needs to protect his comm at this point. And he's almost dead. Oh, GFoyle is dead by a comm snipe. Launch of Tu bombers. And he got taken out by those. It was a close game, but Zweistein was able to